Tottenham won, Frankfurt won. And for me, this was supposed to be Judgment Day. Well, for me at the moment, that's tie over for me. Second leg is not a non-contest for me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another video for you today. And Tottenham draw 1-1 in the Europa League, the first leg. Frankfurt and Tottenham kind of a balanced game, even though Tottenham had the better chances. Really, we should have really finished them off. We had the better chances in terms of, especially at the end of the second half, towards the end of Scottish time, we put a ball over the top and we just couldn't put it in the back of the net. No one put the finishing touch into a cross, and that was it really. So it was really disappointing, especially from the first half where Tottenham Hotspur let in the goal from Tete, which was a very good run, that when he gets into the box, puts it right in the bottom corner, and that was 1-0 Frankfurt. And it's kind of showing what we don't like, Ange ball, which is just, Frankfurt just knew exactly what they needed to do. I just need to go into the lineup. Firstly, the notable absence was Jed Spence, supposedly the best player so far in the season. And it shown with Udogi's defending. It was Udogi and Porro as fullbacks, and then Romero and Van der Ven as centre-backs, and then you have Vicario in goal. Then the midfielder Bentancur, Berval and Maddison, and then Solanke, Son and Johnson on the wings. And you could see that what Frankfurt were going to do with us, they were just soaking up our pressure, and it was just quite easy for them to just cut us open. You could see it straight away. They had a game plan straight away. The manager knew what he was going to do, and that's why Tete just went straight through, goes straight through and score, and goes on a run, goes right into the box and puts it right in the bottom corner. 1-0 Frankfurt. To Tottenham's credit, even though Frankfurt looked very comfortable and they could have got even more comfortable with a few counter-attacks as well, transitions as well, when Tottenham were losing the ball in certain bad areas, we were also passing it needlessly sometimes as well, which was very annoying from the view. And big up to Ben from the coffee company who gave me we had some fantastic seats. We saw everything there, and it was just, you could see the spaces. And the thing that was annoying to me is that you could see that they were trying to use the wings, Frankfurt, and the wingers were just having joy, always getting through, going down the wings. And Tottenham just weren't doing anything about it. They were switching the play a lot of the time. The only time I saw Tottenham trying to do that was with Porro when he tried to switch it. Berval, who was okay, he was actually quite impressive today. Very impressive today. Not that I'm very complimentary about him, he's still a young player and he still needs to do a little bit more. I'm not going to go over the top because he's a very busy player, yeah, but he's not the best player, which Tottenham fans always say, but again, I'll go on to him later on. But we got back into the game. It was some good play between Solanke and Maddison, and he'd gone into the box, Maddison, puts the cross in, and then it's finished off well by Porro, who was inverted. And he got a very good finish on it. And then Tottenham were kind of on the front foot straight away. Could go on to get a few other goals. They had the momentum. But what Frankfurt were very clever at, they cut our momentum open. They slowed the game down. They got the ball, tried to control it, and it stopped our momentum. And then with the chances we had, a few half chances, we missed those. We didn't make more of those half chances, and then Frankfurt got on top again, and they ended up nearly scoring towards the end of the first half to make it 2-1. But then that was half time, and it just shown it was an edgy game, very edgy game. Second half though, it was very much towards in favour of Tottenham. Tottenham were pushing, trying to get ahead, and they were pushing to get attacks, and they were getting through. But what Frankfurt were very clever at, they were getting very dirty with us, and they were making very tactical fouls, trying to get us wound up. And you could see that it was winding up the players like Romero, Van der Ven. You know, you could see the midfield. Bergvall was getting involved as well, and it was annoying the crowd as well. With especially the Frankfurt fans, they were very loud as well, very, very loud. And with the chance we had a chance with Bergvall. Bergvall was one of the ones that stood out today. Have to say that. Bergvall, who got the ball on the half turn. He had it on the volley and he just boots it right in the good crossfield shot, which hit the far crossbar, the top crossbar, and it was very unlucky. We were really unlucky for him to not score. It was a very good, very creative chance and very, very good shot from Bergvall. Then there was a corner which went over to Tottenham for Tottenham. And it went over, and we tried to get it into the box, and the player headed it, but unfortunately went to nothing, and that was it. So there was a few good chances that Tottenham should have done better with, hitting the bar from the corner, and it was just very, very frustrating. And because of that, Frankfurt done more substitutions to try and get on top of the game, and they wasted time, got on top of the game, and as the game wore on, you could see this is becoming more of a draw. Tottenham make substitutions. Brought off Johnson, brought on Maddison, brought off Son, bring on Sarr, bring on Tell, and he tried to push the momentum. But to be fair to Frankfurt, they planned and meticulous and managed the game really well. With Tottenham Hotspur going back to their place, they've got the home advantage, and with their fans and the way that we play, they could pick us off, and they were trying to pick us off again. They had their chances to get through, didn't take their chances, and they should have scored one opportunity as well, but they didn't take their chance again. And it was one after the other, and Tottenham Hotspur, and really they should have scored. But towards the end of the match, at stoppage time, Tottenham Hotspur had a chance where it was a ball over the top. I think it was Romero or Van der Ven headed it, and it went over the crossbar, and that was our last chance. That was it. That was done. That was full time. Final whistle went. And Tottenham Hotspur, unfortunately, couldn't get that winner, but I think was crucial in this game. Now it is half time in the competition, in the tie, but for me, after watching that, people say that they weren't impressed with Frankfurt. But for me, Frankfurt with a few injuries, they had their second choice goalkeeper and a few other injuries as well. I think they managed the game really well. They knew exactly that this was a two-legged tie, and they knew that straight away if they got a draw at this game, they'll go to Frankfurt and go on to win, try and get the goals at Frankfurt. And I think now this is majorly in favour of Frankfurt now for me. And for me, this is why I get frustrated watching Tottenham, and I don't like handball. Everything I saw today was why I don't like the way we play. I don't like the manager. Well, I've said what I've said, and it feels like an emptiness watching this now, because I know what I'm going to get now. That's why I get frustrated now. And for me, it just sums up why I don't see any progress. Even if we get through this tie, I don't see any progress, because we do the same things. You see Solanke struggling to get on the ball because he don't cross it in. There was a few good crosses in, I've got to be honest, there was a few good crosses in. But it's just frustrating. We saw injuries with Doji and Van der Ven. Van der Ven got injured towards the end because it looked like his hamstrings ticked again. I'm seeming to repeat myself every single time. So overall, it's just a big nothing. A big nothingness, because it's everything I expect to see when I go to Tottenham now. Nothing's progressing, nothing's evolving, and it's just little things that you can pick out. Yeah, Burval played well, played okay, good. He had a good shot, yeah, good moments, yeah. But what have I said so many times? He always has good moments, because European players have good moments. Again, you see on the sub bench again, no Mikey Moore. So this is not a youth project again. People say it's a youth project. Where's Mikey Moore? He's supposedly our generational talent. He's not even on. When you want a little bit of spark, where is it? You bring off Maddison, where's the little bit of spark? Where's that little bit of creativity? People say that we miss Kulusevski. But to me, we look confident when it's end to end, when it's kamikaze, when it's entertaining. There's no calmness. Frankfurt knew exactly what to do. They knew what to do to try and get the better of us. When the game was up and down, when it was end to end, that's when we're at our best, and that's not good. You want to be in control of the game. And what Frankfurt did today was show control. Control. They controlled it by making tactical fouls, getting strong tackles, keeping the ball in certain areas, putting the ball over the top to the big striker in Tete, who was really, very impressive tonight. And so you saw so much today. Why I don't enjoy this anymore, and why I want this manager out this club so quickly so we can get a proper coaching. Because if Glasner was in that stage as a coach right now, I would see a better coach right now. What I heard from fans today about Johnson, the same thing I hear about Johnson. Oh, you don't see nothing of Johnson. What a surprise, because he all he does is score goals, because he should be up front. He should be on the wing. Son, what did he do today? One little cross, the same thing that he does every single time. It's boring. What does Bentancur do today? He's supposed to get a new contract, again, that reject from Juventus again. What is that all about? Again, it's all the frustration that I see every single time, and it's frustrating when I go there every single time. And you see why I don't go to games anymore. You see why I can't stand this manager anymore. And you think we're going to win Europa League with this sort of manager? You're having a laugh. See truth coming out at me again. Truth hurts coming from Mr. Box Office, the main event, again. But I'll leave it there anyway, because that's why I get frustrated watching that rubbish. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, as I finish the video, big up to everybody. Keep the lights up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're back, smart and trimmed, and as always, if you didn't know, get to know. Support your boy, Mr. Box Office. Subscribe and like, and come on, you Spurs. And we're out.